Good day. My name is Tamara, and I'm the owner of RuckWood Recovery, LLC, a licensed and registered air finder and asset recovery firm, also known as a CDR in some states, that assists individuals, families, and businesses with the preparation and submission of unclaimed property claims of different various types, tax foreclosure surplus, unclaimed property held by your state, and bankruptcy court funds. But today we're going to focus on unclaimed property that's held by either your Department of Revenue for your state or your state treasurer. You're probably wondering why you've received this video, and I'm happy to tell you. It is because we identified you or a family member as being entitled to unclaimed property in your state. And I'm going to answer a few questions in this video so you're not left confused as to why, the whole reason why we're contacting you. What is unclaimed property? Well, unclaimed property held by, again, your Department of Revenue or your treasurer is property that has gone unclaimed or uncollected by the owner of record. This can be a life insurance policy that you or your family was unaware that you guys were the beneficiaries. This could be cashier's checks. It could be a paycheck you never collected. It could be a bank account when somebody passed away that the family never got to claim. It could be a mature CD. It can be stocks. It can be stocks. It can be IRAs. It could be a pension that was uncollected. It really is. It can range from so many things, but how it ends up in state unclaimed property is that it just goes uncollected, and by law, those entities who are holding it, if there's no activity on the account for a certain amount of years, they have to turn it over to your Department of Revenue or state treasury to hold into perpetuity for the correct owner or the heirs to claim. All right, so what is an air finder and CDR? Well, air finders and CDRs are highly educated and skilled individuals who either own companies or work individually or privately, independently, who are thoroughly background checked and given the authorization by your Department of Revenue or Treasury to access their unclaimed property database, specifically for the purpose of reaching out to those individuals and assisting them with filing a claim for their unclaimed property. Many of these individuals, including myself, have backgrounds in law enforcement. I can speak for myself and my team. All of us are veterans who served as military police officers and or in civilian police forces, and have private investigators licenses, which also requires a ton of background checking and authorizations. So this is what we do. And we also only work on contingency, meaning there is no cost to the claimant for the entire claimed process. We have to go through a whole registration process with each state that we decide to work in, or that we want to work in or operate in. And yeah, so there's no cost to the claimant through the process, and it's all contingent, and we don't get paid unless the claim is successful. So if you are ever contacted by somebody who you cannot verify their registration status with your state unclaimed property division, please report them. They are breaking the law, and your claim will be denied. And that person or that entity who's claiming to be a CDR, they will face heavy criminal penalties. So always verify before you ever sign anything. All right, so this question is, are air finders and CDRs government employees? And the short answer is no. No, we are not. We are independent individuals and entities that are just simply have gone through the registration process with the Department of Revenue or Treasury and given that authorization to access their database specifically for the purpose of reaching out to individuals and assisting them with filing a claim. Now, for some states, we do act as agents of the Treasury, but we are not employees of the Treasury. We are acting on behalf of the Treasury, but we are not employees of it. We are still individual entities and individuals and professionals. And in other states, we're not even agents of the Treasury. We are just given the authorization to access their database, again, specifically for the purpose of filing a claim for people in that particular state. It's usually like that when the title is CDR in that state, and when it's Air Finder, it's agent. So when it's Air Finder, it's agent of that Treasury, and as a CDR standing for Claimant Designated Representative, which is a clear distinction between being an agent of an organization and Air Finder being Air Finder for that particular Treasury. So I hope that clears it up, but we are not government employees. No. All right, so here's a question that we get a lot. Am I required to use the CDR or Air Finder to claim my unclaimed property? And the answer is no. No, you are not. And anybody who tells you that you have to or you're required to is not being truthful with you. You 100% have a right to file a claim unassisted and without the assistance of a third party. And your state, and also on a national level, whether it's your state treasury website or missingmoney.com, these are ways for you to file a claim unassisted. However, we here at RuckWood Recovery do not reach out to individuals or families or businesses unless we have pre-researched and found that there is going to be a level of difficulty with the claim where that claimant is going to have some issues trying to file unassisted. So, and you are more than welcome to call your Treasury and call your Department of Revenue to check to see what type of property it is, because all of these claims are different. Claiming an abandoned life insurance policy is not going to require the same paperwork or the exact same paperwork as filing a claim for an abandoned stock or mature CD or bank account. It really just depends. And it also depends on whether or not the owner of record is living and or deceased, and also if their next of kin is living or deceased, because many times these accounts have been in the unclaimed property's possession for so many years that there are several layers of death through several generations that are going to need either court proceedings or some kind of determination of heirship. And that is where we come in, and that is where we will take care of it and help you file a claim. But you do not, overall, you do not have to use a third party. It would behoove you. So by all means, give us a call if you have any questions, and we are happy to help you and walk you through that. Okay, so we get this question a lot. Can I just use an attorney? And what is the difference between an Air Finder CDR and an attorney? Well, the biggest difference is our fee structure. We Air Finders and CDRs work on contingency only, meaning there are no retainer fees. The claimant pays nothing throughout the claims process. The Air Finder or Air Finder firm covers the cost of everything, including legal representation for any court proceedings that are needed to determine entitlement. And we also get paid directly from the Treasury as well. And so the claimant doesn't have to worry about that. And our fees are capped and they will never change. So that fee that's agreed upon at the very beginning will never change due to needing legal representation. And we don't have co-counsel fees or anything like that. We are just one flat fee that is paid directly to us, and only when the claim is successful. If the claim is not successful, we do not get paid at all. So that's the biggest thing. And then we also have that established relationship with your Department of Revenue and Treasury. We are a master of our trade. We truly believe in not being a jack of all trades and a master of none. And that is no dig at attorneys at all. We just don't have to research how to submit a claim. This is the only thing we do. This is our specialty. And it is just what we do. And we do utilize the help of attorneys if things are needed throughout the claim, if any kind of proceeding is needed throughout the claim. So that is the best difference that I can tell you between it, but you are more than welcome to utilize an attorney if you wish. All right, so here we are at next steps. So happy to be here. What we recommend is that if you want an experienced team on your side, you want your claim done properly and efficiently, by all means, reach out and reply to us. You are more than welcome to inquire about our registration number, and we can give that to you so you can verify with your Treasury or Department of Revenue our registration status. And then go ahead and use the link in the email that you received to schedule a consultation with us so we can go over your account and verify that we have found the correct individuals. And also, if you want to, you're more than welcome to actually search your unclaimed property website. We could do that for you, but you're more than welcome to go on the unclaimed property website for your state or missingmoney.com and search your name or the name of your family members, all of your family members. It is common knowledge, or I guess not really publicly common knowledge, that 1 in 5 people in every state have unclaimed property. And this can range from 1 cent all the way to hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars in some cases. So just make sure you check. The average amount of unclaimed property for each individual is normally between $100 and $500. However, we wouldn't reach out to somebody unless it was in that tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars range, because we know that there's going to be a level of difficulty there, as well as the type of account. So again, feel free to schedule a consultation with us and go through those other steps that we mentioned if you would like an experienced team on your side and you like what you hear. Thank you again for watching our video, and thank you so much for considering RuckWood Recovery to represent you in your unclaimed property claim. For more information, please visit www.ruckwoodrecovery.com, send us an email at rwr@ruckwoodrecovery.com, or give us a call at 314-692-4272. Our representative is standing by to answer your questions or schedule your consultation. Until next time, and until we hear from you, take care.